Tunisians were the first in the Arab world to take to the streets and push their dictator, President Ben Ali, out of power. Their revolt against tyranny and corruption sparked the Arab Spring, or the mass wave of anti-government protests that have swept the region. Now Tunisia has hit another historic landmark. They just had their first ever democratic elections. Officials say over 90% of eligible voters showed up to cast their ballot. We wanted to ask Israelis what they think about the prospects of a democracy taking root in the Arab world.
Actually, I personally believe that democracy is possible everywhere there are people. And I don't think there is something in the Arab culture or in Islam that is against democracy. I think it's more of an economical aspect. And I think that as more as the Arab world will be more prosperous and there will be more welfare in the Arab world, there will be more democracy. And we can see it also in other places in the world, even in Europe.
I'm sure it's possible, but not now. It takes a long time, the passage between dictatorship and democracy. The people is not used to democracy. If there will be some kind of democracy, I'm sure the people will not know what to do with it. It happened also in East Europe. It has to be very gradual and very skillful. And of course, it has to be without the influence, the deep influence of Islamistic, extreme Islamistic movements.
I think that democracy is a big problem here in the Arab world. I think that it's possible for a few years, but at the end, I don't think it can be, because there are many radical movements in the Arab world, and that's very difficult for a country to get democracy, because there are so many problems that they have to deal with on their own because of their religion or because of other problems that they have to deal with. So democracy, it's been many years that they don't see democracy. They don't even know really what democracy is. So how can a country be run on democracy if they don't even know what it is?
I think democracy is possible in the Arabic world because the Arabic, like other people, are human beings. And I think that in order to live decently, people need the right to vote. And if the common people would be able to give their voices and to tell what they want, so they can make a better world for them to live.
I think it's a cultural change. I think it's a major cultural change from what that culture is accustomed and used to, but yes, I think it is possible. Once they get accustomed to the democratic system and parties will start to rise, I think it is possible, and opposition will start to rise, and I think it is very much possible, although it takes time.
I think so, because those people there, they are so poor, they just want to be free, they just want to be happy, and they don't want anything else. It's not like in Europe, they don't want to have like a car and everything, they just want to be free. And I think one time they will get it and they will understand it, and then they can be free, and then they can have this democracy.